The sentencing of Nnamdi Kanu speaks a lot about how Igbos are viewed in Nigeria. Any core Igbo man, any core Igbo person that has Igbo blood flowing in you, it should bleed your heart that Nnamdi Kanu is convicted like a common criminal. What did he do? What is his crime? That he wants Biafra, he wants Igbo land to be separated from other part of Nigeria. We don't want this. Well, somebody has to speak up. Somebody has to stand in to say, this is what we want. And that's what he took upon himself to demand for the Biafra secession, to demand that Biafra should be free from, or should be separated from the Nigerian state. Just like what Ojukwu was fighting for, what he saw in 1967. And now, he was handed a sentencing of life imprisonment. And the Igbo elites are keeping quiet. People who feel that they are dying, they don't want to tamper, or they don't want to have anything that will damage their presence with the government, the president, pardon me, with the president of Nigeria, Tinubu. Their connection with the president is continuing. And that's why they are bought over, their mouths are gagged, you know. Their mouths are sealed when they should be saying something, when they should stand in and say, this is a slap to Igbo nation, a slap to Igbo elites. And they keep quiet. In these times, they should be blazing to stand for Nnamdi Kanu. Is justice done for one, not justice done for all? Look at how the Fulanis are defending theirs. Look at how Sunday Boho came out. How can terrorists, people who have shed human blood, even ripping apart pregnant women, killing people in dozens, tens of thousands of people killed by terrorists, none of them was sentenced to life imprisonment. But Nnamdi Kanu, who was fighting a just cause, or who is still fighting a just cause, because I can't say was, he is still fighting a just cause, sentenced to life imprisonment, is a very big slap on the faces of Igbo elites. I can't even call them elites, because if they know that they are elites, they will know when they are being trampled upon. This is exactly what is repeating itself. We have so many, 5 Igbo governors from Abia State to Imo State to Enugu, Anambra State, Ebonyi. 5 Igbo governors, just because of power. You are subject to the government of the day in Nigeria. And you cannot speak up for your brother, Nnamdi Kanu, just because you want to hold on to power. Just because you feel speaking up for Nnamdi Kanu means you losing your power. What is power? You are there today, you'll be there, you'll be off there tomorrow. The Igbo elites are bought off, because you can see, it's very clear. I was speaking to some Yoruba people about it. They were actually saying how it can never happen that Igbos are just fooling around. Igbo politicians are fooling around. That they know what is going on. They sold out their brother. And that seems to be true. How can you tell me in a country before your very eyes, terrorists are freed? Fulani herdsmen who has killed people in dozens are freed. And Igbo elites watch this happen. Talk about one Nigeria, one Nigeria. Look at it. Which people are doing one Nigeria more than Igbo people? It's only Igbo people that do one Nigeria. You go to Lagos State, you go to many parts, if you go to Ondo State, you go to Yoruba land, South, every part of Yoruba land, you find an Igbo man building good, making their community where they, or the community where they are living proud. They build houses, they do a lot of things. If you go to North, the same. Igbos do businesses in the North, Igbos build houses in the North, but you can't count any house, or maybe even if you count very few houses built by the Hausas or the Yorubas in Igbo land. So which people are doing one Nigeria? It's only Igbo people. This is a very clear example. Nnamdi Kanu's case is a very clear, glaring example that an Igbo man is not safe in Nigeria. If you're an Igbo to Nigerians, it's a crime. I'm telling you out of experience. Nnamdi Kanu sentenced to life imprisonment for what? What did he do? You never caught him with any ammunitions. He was only telling you the atrocities done against Igbos, the injustices done against Igbos, that we need to go, since the Nigerian state doesn't want Igbos. And now, you feel he's helpless, then you sentence him to life imprisonment. The world is watching. Nature is watching. And God dwells in nature. Well, I watched a video from one of our great brothers, Joseph Okechukwu. His video looks somehow a bit comforting, but on a second thought, well, God works in mysterious ways. It might be truly that God is actually doing something, because that's when every avenue is exhausted, there's a way God plans it. And the video gave me a kind of comfort. Let's look at what he said.
Igbo, and you're listening to me now. Achomki Gemonti. Unu na yo na funa. Ihe me wana nwoke Nnamdi Kanu be kwado a long time ago. Glaring injustice. But that's not even where I am going. Nene benaga. Ken Munti. Unu na yo na funa since come with Donald Trump mecha luta Nigeria for all the wickedness and crimes. Chupuna wenya ike owe designate Nigeria. That ever since then, when he went there, Izibwe watching there, all of them have been fighting, looking for how to say that it is the problem of Igbo people. No Igbo melo Trump juwelo ta Nigeria. Etosi well ta Nigeria now. So basically, if you look at it, if you hana noni bihariak everywhere, now try to hagis we rope on Igbo in. Kebidaga before Donald Trump polunde Milan na Nigeria. He have the plan. Had chohoka ndi Igbo di normal, di okay, di sane. Before Trump land there, because now malugo namwe Trump ga land in Nigeria within them. No ga fear of how we carry out their plans against Igbo. That is why Nnamdi Kanu Juwebia, to me, not as a surprise, but as a setup or distraction or setup. Actually, can the buy react here? Can the buy be do declare basita to munkan na Igbo ka we mwiki bruising the befa uniform? Weje ba sine go serious threat in that place. Then we serious, then we can declare state of emergency na buy. The buy kwan muntio. Since the Civil War of 1967 and 1970, Ayadibe were anywhere close to freedom as we are today. Chineke na azagokwe belanyo. No be here your brother na gwage.
It's a very terrible thing. Watching or unfolding before our very eyes. You see, Nigerians don't know that they're dancing naked for the world.